Welcome back to Monkey Quiz! Today, Coco has a fun challenge for you. A 110-question quiz to test your general knowledge of the human body. In today's video, Coco will be giving away a special gift to every viewer who comments on our video. These shoutouts are given to those who boldly shared their favorite drink. Participate in the challenge if you want Coco to highlight you in an upcoming Monkey Quiz video. Don't miss out on the fun. Hit that subscribe button for more thrilling quizzes. And let's dive right in. Can you guess the organ? It's the liver. How many types of blood vessels are there in the circulatory system? The answer is 3. What type of blood does a universal donor have? O negative. What is the primary function of the large intestine? Water absorption. What is the function of the thyroid gland? It regulates metabolism. Gift 1. Write down the name of the city that you live in. In an upcoming video, we'll give you a shout-out and help you find people who live in the same city as you. Gift 2. Press the like button 3 times and write down your country. We'll give you a shout-out in an upcoming video. What is the longest bone in the human body? The femur. Next question. The belly button. What is the smallest muscle in the human body? The stapedius. Which part of the digestive system is primarily responsible for water absorption? The large intestines. What part of the brain controls balance and coordination? The cerebellum. How many bones make up the human body? (206). What is another name for the voice box? The larynx. What is the smallest bone in the human body? The stapes. Which hormone regulates the sleep and wake cycle? Melatonin. What is the primary function of the hormone adrenaline? It's to trigger the body's fight-or-flight response. What do bones need to grow? Calcium. Can you guess the organ? Tonsils. What is the function of the alveoli in the lungs? Gas exchange. What is the medical term for high blood pressure? Hypertension. Which cells in the blood are responsible for clotting? Platelets. Can you guess the organ? It's the stomach. What is the normal blood pressure range for an adult? (120/80). Can you guess the organ? The small intestines. Which part of the human eye controls the amount of light entering? The pupil. Which part of the human brain is involved in memory formation? The hippocampus. What are these teeth called? The canines. What type of joint is found at the elbow? It's a hinge. What is the process by which the body produces heat by metabolizing food called? Thermogenesis. What type of cells are primarily responsible for carrying oxygen in the blood? Red blood cells. What is the common name for the patella? The kneecap. How many teeth does a human being have? (32). What does BMI stand for in health terms? Body mass index. Which term refers to fat? Lipids. What is the main component of human nails and hair? Keratin. What joint connects the thigh bone to the pelvis? The hip joint. Can you guess the organ? The kidneys. What part of the brain processes sensory information? The thalamus. What is the largest muscle in the human body? The gluteus maximus. Which organ is primarily responsible for the production of urine? The kidneys. Which organ is involved in the detoxification of metabolites and drug processing? The liver. What is the colloquial term for the scapula? The shoulder blade. Which gland in the body is known as the master gland? The pituitary. Which bone protects the brain? The skull. What type of joint is the shoulder? It's a ball and socket. Which vitamin is vital for blood clotting and bone health? Vitamin K. Neurons are used to transmit information. What tissue is used to connect bone to bone at the joints? Ligaments. Which vitamin is essential for vision and skin health? Vitamin A. What bone is commonly known as the collarbone? It's the clavicle. What is the average respiratory rate per minute in a resting adult? It's 12 to 18 breaths. Can you guess the bone? It's the tibia. What substance in the stomach helps in digesting proteins? Pepsin. How many chromosomes does a human have? "46. What's the function of white blood cells? To fight infections. What's the term for the involuntary contraction of muscles called? Spasms. The brain is a muscle. The answer is false. Which type of cell is responsible for producing antibodies? White blood cells. What part of the brain regulates heart rate and breathing? The medulla oblongata. What is the primary function of hemoglobin in the blood? It's to carry oxygen. What type of teeth are primarily used for grinding food? The molars. Can you guess the organ? It's the ovary. What is the normal range of vision for a human? "20/20. Do you know what gas is exhaled during human respiration? Carbon dioxide. What area of the brain is primarily responsible for processing visual information? The occipital lobe. Which part of the heart is responsible for pumping blood to the lungs? It's the right ventricle. How many liters of blood does the average adult have? The answer is 5 liters. What hormone is primarily responsible for regulating metabolism? Thyroxine. What part of the eye adjusts its shape to focus light on the retina? The lens. What is the primary function of the tympanic membrane? Hearing. Which organ is responsible for producing insulin? The pancreas. Which of these choices is not one of our 5 senses? The answer is sleep. Which mineral is essential for muscle contraction? Calcium. Which vitamin is necessary for the absorption of calcium? Vitamin D. Which hormone is responsible for regulating the body's salt and water balance? Aldosterone. What part of the nervous system controls involuntary actions? The autonomic nervous system. Can you guess the bone? It's the coccyx, or the tailbone. Which organ is responsible for balancing electrolytes in the body? The kidneys. What is the term for the death of tissue due to lack of blood supply? Necrosis. Which part of the human digestive system is primarily responsible for water absorption? The large intestine. What vitamin is primarily absorbed in the small intestine? Vitamin D. What do the letters IQ stand for? Intelligence quotient. How much water should the average adult drink per day? Two to 3 liters. What do the letters DNA stand for? Deoxyribonucleic acid. What's the average temperature of the human body in Celsius? 37. What is the medical term for the natural cessation of menstruation? Menopause. How many liters of saliva do we produce on the average day? One and a half liters. Which part of the brain is primarily responsible for voluntary movements? The cerebrum. Which blood type is known as the universal recipient? O negative. What's the name of the longest nerve in the human body? The sciatic nerve. How many chambers does the human heart have? The answer is 4. Which protein gives the red color to the blood? It's hemoglobin. What substance is the major component of the mucus produced in the lungs? Mucin. Which part of the human skeleton is the axial skeleton primarily composed of? The skull, the spine, and the rib cage. What is the term for the windpipe that connects the larynx to the lungs? The trachea. What part of the cell contains enzymes that break down waste? Lysosomes. Where are the lumbar located? In the lower back. Which type of muscle tissue is found in the heart? Cardiac muscle. What part of the cell contains the genetic material? The nucleus. What is the primary function of the large intestine in the digestive system? It's to absorb water and electrolytes. What is the largest organ in the human body? The skin. What is insulin used for? It's used for regulating sugar levels. What is the term for the tube that carries food from the mouth to the stomach? The esophagus. What condition is caused by the inability of the pancreas to produce insulin? Diabetes. What gland produces the hormone cortisol? The adrenal gland. Which organ stores and concentrates bile? The gallbladder. How many pairs of ribs do we have? The answer is 12. What condition is characterized by a deficiency of red blood cells? Anemia. Which structure connects muscles to bones? Tendons. What is the primary function of red blood cells? The transportation of oxygen. What is the function of the spleen in the human body? It filters the blood. Thank you for participating in the puzzle challenge on the Monkey Quiz channel with our little monkey, Coco. You can click on the video currently displayed on the right or the left side of the screen. Join additional new challenges and become the winner! Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more quizzes and fun!